Okay, hi all. Good afternoon. Good evening. So far yesterday we have discussed this, and we were discussing yesterday that if I am not getting the correct count of source file, then what all things you have to do. In the next class, I will show you this. I will take few source files and I will show you that when we are loading data in SQL Server, then all those things like whatever I have taught you yesterday, I will show you that. Okay. Hope it is fine. Clear? Any question before I proceed?
Yes, sir. Actually, I have a question, not from
Yes.
yesterday, but
Mm-hmm.
from the prior, like last week. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
one second. Yeah. So the question is about data pipeline. I know you touched
Mm-hmm.
you went over that. So data pipeline is more about script, like is like
Mm-hmm.
the script, right? The script. So
Mm-hmm.
just to relate to that, right? Because I just want to
Mm-hmm.
understand, is the word data pipeline used interchangeably? The reason I say that, right? Because what I
Mm-hmm.
usually, like what I've seen in my, from my experience, right? For one second, my clock is
Mm-hmm.
going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That if you're writing a SQL query in Snowflake or something, right? And you're
Mm.
extracting data and you're pushing that data into some BI tool.
Mm-hmm.
So usually they also call that data pipeline. Is that used
No,
correctly? No, that's
no,
not.
no, 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 no. That is a different thing.
Okay, because
That's a different thing.
oh, so when you're like pulling the data and like dump, okay, so it's not data pipeline. Because I've heard that word like used interchangeably. So that's why I had a question on that. Maybe they are not using the correct technical term.
No, that's not the data pipeline.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay,
I will tell you one example of what is
yeah,
data pipeline. I know many of you are totally very means you are new to this ETL. I know that
yeah,
you'll be having this fancy word data pipeline. What is that? Okay.
yeah,
Suppose I have deposited 1,000 rupees in a bank. Rate of interest is, I hope my screen is visible. You can see that paint which
yep,
I'm
yep,
showing.
Yes, yes.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Rate of interest is 5%. Time is 2 years. Okay. I deposited 1,000 rupees in a bank. Rate of interest is 5% for 2 years. And consider this is a simple interest. Okay. All of you all are living in that compound interest. But suppose this is a simple interest, right? Got it? Now, like me, the bank have thousands of customers. So you all agree? Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
After 2 years, listen to the scenario very carefully. And if you have any question, please ask. Okay.
Hey, I
After,
lost the voice. I was not able to understand the scenario. Can you just repeat?
I will repeat. I will repeat. I'm telling I deposited 1,000 rupees in a bank. Rate of interest is 5%. Time is 2 years. Okay. After 2 years, I went to that bank. I told him that, sir, please tell me how much interest I have earned, right? Generally, it happens, no? You will check your bank account. Nowadays, we have app, right? In the app, we'll check that what is the amount interest we have earned for 3 months, 4 months, or 6 months, right? You all have seen that, correct?
Yes, Tanvir.
Now, in a bank, roughly how many customers do you have?
Millions.
Millions. Millions, I think that will be, that is also fine. But generally, you have in thousands, you have, right? Millions also, I can accept that, right? Fine. Okay. You have that. Okay. Got it?
Yeah.
You all agree, sir? Okay.
Yeah.
Suppose go back to that 30 years back. Okay. You don't have app, you don't have online, nothing you have. Okay. 30 years back. Go move to that 1990s era. Okay. Suppose we are now living in 19. I'm very poor in typing in this pen. I don't have the habit of typing here. I'm very sorry. Okay. We're in 1990, okay. I went to that accountant of the bank. I told him that, sir, I have deposited 1,000 rupees at 5% interest for 2 years. So now I'm coming after 2 years. Tell me how much simple interest I have earned, right? Correct? Now, what is the formula for simple interest?
P into R into T divided by
100
P into R,
into T.
right?
Mm.
Into
T
T
divided by 100.
divided by 100. Correct? We all know this. We have
Right.
studied
Yes.
this in standard 10th, 11th or something like that. So that accountant, what he will do, he will open his calculator. He will do this calculation that 1,000
100.
into 5. This pipeline is very important. You all should know at a very high level. I'm telling. He will do this calculation, guys.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
And then he will tell me that Tanvir, okay, he will cancel this 0 or this 0, something mathematics he will do. And he will tell me that Tanvir, 100 rupees you have earned, right?
Yes.
Right.
And I will tell, okay, thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. 100 rupees I have earned for 2 years. Okay, good. Now, next day or same day, Mr. Ramesh came to the same accountant. That, sir, I have deposited 2,000 rupees. Rate of interest, you told 5%. I am coming after 5 years. Tell me how much amount interest I have earned, right? He will do the same calculation.
Yes.
Got it? Okay. How many customers we have in a bank? Millions of customers, right? In a
Right.
particular location, suppose if you have 1,000 customers or 10,000 customers, if everyone is coming to that account in order to ask this simple interest, how much interest I want, he has to do this calculation.
Right.
Yes.
Got it? Okay.
Yeah.
I think many of you have seen that loan calculator or rate calculator app, right? Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
CMI.
Okay, good. EMI calculator and all those things. It will give you information. Okay. How to increase this? Okay. In that calculator, what happens? It will ask you that put the principal amount or that loan amount what you want, right? You will give this value. It will ask, okay, a rate of interest, you will give this value, or time you will give this value. And something it will do, you will place on submit button, and then quickly it will show you that the interest you earned or the loan amount what you have to pay or the EMI what you have to pay is this much amount. Some amount it will show. You all have seen?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I think this everyone has experienced this, right? Nowadays, you will go on that Play Store or somewhere else, you will download that loan calculator, EMI calculator, many other calculators are there. It will just ask these values. You will put the values. It will do this calculation. It will give you the exact number to you. You all agree?
Right.
Yes, Samir.
Yes, Samir.
Okay. Now I have a question. Tell me internally what magic that app is doing that quickly it is giving you this number. This is simple logic I told. Many other logics they are applying. What they are doing internally?
They're following a set of command.
They are taking the data right from somewhere.
An algorithm like running in in a backend, and they are providing the output.
Internally, it has been programmed in such a way that that app knows that if the user will give this value, I have to perform this calculation. Correct?
Yes.
Right.
Correct? You all understood? And
Yes,
same thing your calculator is also doing in our BTech, or if you have done CA or you have done BCA, you all have used that FX991MS and all those calculators, if you guys remember it, right?
Yeah.
So what that calculator is doing, you are giving some value if you want differentiation, integration, log, and exponential, and what all things, sin x, cos x, everything it is giving you quickly. You all have observed it, right?
Yes.
So how it is
Yes.
happening? Internally, it has been programmed in such a way it will understand that what I have to do. So this formula internally you have programmed in that, right? And it is quickly giving you that value. Do you all agree?
Yes.
You all agree, guys, right? So when you are giving these values, okay, so there is a pipe. Okay. And inside this pipe, you have given this formula that, okay, do these calculations. If user is asking for simple interest, then do this calculation, right? Correct? You as a user, you are passing these values from here. Okay, you will pass this value at the inlet of this pipe. Fine. You will press the submit button. Once you will press the submit button, what will happen? This submit button you will press, and then this data 1005 and 2, it will enter this pipe, and all these calculations will happen inside this pipe, and outside this you will get that value as 100. Is that clear? So inside this pipe, what is happening actually?
All the computation.
Logic,
Following set of instructions, I guess.
right? Calculations, right?
Yeah.
Transformation, formula, everything happening inside this. So because
Yes.
everything is happening inside this, which is a black box for you, it is known as a data pipeline. You are inserting data inside this pipeline, and within this pipeline, you are applying this logics, this formula. Now, this formula you can apply using Python, using Unix, you can SQL, and that is why for data engineers, you should be strong in Python, SQL, or Unix. Then only you can implement the business formula. Here I given you the basic business simple formula, P into R into T by 100. If you have to calculate the transfer pricing, that is a concept in finance world, very tough formula. If you have to find the IRR rate, very tough formula. So all those formulas you have to implement inside this, and that is known as your data pipeline. Is that clear now?
Yes, Tanvir.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Is it clear? So data pipeline is not in only in ETL. Your calculator, it follows data pipeline. Okay. Your mobile app, ICICI Bank app or SBI app or HDFC app, any other app, you are just logging into that, and it is, if you want FD, you will enter the values, it will give you the FD rate and the return whatever you are getting. So what is happening internally, the data what you are inserting, you are passing, it is passing through this formula. And this formula where you are keeping, where you have coded, where you have scripted, it is known as pipeline. Hope it is clear.
Yep.
Yes, Tanvir.
Now, is it crystal clear to everyone?
Yes.
So this is your data pipeline. Now, data engineer, their main task is this only. This is their main world, to create some good data pipeline. Now, suppose if the data engineer by mistake, instead of multiplying by T, he has written T here, and he has not written here. By mistake, he has done this. P into R by 100 into T. So this number will be incorrect. Got it?
Yes, sir.
If this number is incorrect, the number which you will show on report, that will be incorrect.
Yep.
Yes.
So that is why data engineers are in huge demand. Because if they will not create good pipeline, the output will not be good. And even if your Power BI developer is very strong, data analyst is very smart, everyone is good, your machine learning algorithm is very good, they all will fetch incorrect result. Now you got it? So that is why suddenly the demand of data engineer has erupted like anything. Because the companies, the organizations, they understood that until unless you don't have good quality of data, nothing will work. All your algorithm, business engine, recommendation engine, machine learning, analytics, everything will fail. Hope it is clear. And now this is the task of tester, to check whether this formula the data engineer has implemented correctly or not. So as an ETL tester or database tester, what you will do, this formula will be given by business stakeholders when you have a requirement gathering call. I think you all have attended that requirement gathering call or a requirement analysis call. In that call, they will tell you that, okay, this is the formula you have to use for simple interest. This is simple interest, but many times the companies, they have their own derivation, they have their own some formula. Okay. So they will give you in an FRD that, okay, Tanvir, this is the formula for simple interest. Now the development team, your data engineer or the SQL developer, they will start coding all these things. Now you got this data from source. Okay, I will tell you all these things in the next class. I will load the data and I will show it to you. But at a very high level, it is clear.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thanks. That
Okay,
helps.
done. Good.
Tanvir, so it is the responsibility of data engineer to take into consideration all the possible outcomes where this can go wrong, and he has to fix it in such a way that there are no
Correct.
mistakes, correct?
Very good. Now here you see what all scenarios are there. Suppose on a particular day, if someone has given principal amount as negative, maybe that can happen. Then what you have to do here? If negative, a principal amount negative, is that possible? First of all, tell me. No,
No,
Oh.
no.
negative is not possible. It is not Japan that we will give the negative rate of interest. That is not possible. Principal will never be negative. But suppose someday a user has entered negative value or they have sent negative value. So if as a developer, if you're not thinking of a scenario that if a particular day, if the user by mistake has sent a negative, so what will happen? You will show here negative, that interest you earned is -100, and your stakeholder will tell you that what you are showing, Tanvir, here -100. I will tell that no, actually no, the source team has sent negative 1,000 rupees principal. He will tell, don't you have common sense? Have you not thought of this, that if the source will send this, you should be able to handle it? No, correct? So as a data engineer, you should be having this capability. You should think that, okay, next day by mistake, if someone will give me -1,000 rupees, what I will do, how this calculation will work. If someone will give the time period as 0.1 or in fraction, then how it will work. But that is why, if you guys remember in SQL classes, when I'm giving you assignment, even though many times your query is correct, output is correct, even then I will tell that no, this is incorrect query. Why? Why do you remember? I will tell you that, okay, next day if you're getting duplicate record, this query will fail.
Yeah,
This is
like
the reason.
you talk about considering nulls and duplicates also while writing a
Correct.
proper code.
Correct. Yes. If someone has sent you principal value as null, then how this code will work? Null multiplication will not happen. Then in that case, you have to use NVL command. I will tell you all these things. So that is why you have to be very smart, not only technically, but functionally. You should also think that, okay, if by mistake someone has sent this data, what to do? If someone has sent principal as 0, then what to do? And all those things. And as a tester, you also has to test your scenarios from multiple perspective. If principal is negative, test it. And that is what your test case is. Principal negative, then what will happen? Principal positive, what will happen? Principal 0, what will happen? Principal in decimals, so it is rounding it out correctly or not. Rate of interest negative, someone sent you, then what will happen? And all those calculations will be. Hope it is clear.
Yes.
Just a very simple like that. And this is a retail. That's all. You have some formula, you have to check that formula is correct or not. But for this formula, then you have to check this data is correct or not. That's all. Hope it is clear, guys.
Yes, Tanvir.
Okay. Let me move further. This was count of source file. File format I have taught, I think, in the last class. The file format should be correct. The file what you are getting from source, there should be of the correct format. You have to check it. Like suppose if it has been discussed that it should be retail underscore daily underscore this date format, then you have to follow this file format in the exact format it should be there. Hope it is clear. You remember, guys?
Yes.
No. Okay, I will request everyone when you're attending the next class, whenever, so please revise the topics or recordings of the previous class. At least if you don't have time, at least go in that fast mode and revise it. Okay. Okay, fine. So I think here, till here, I think the completion of file download, have I completed? No, I think this I have not completed.
Up to various
Previously,
check.
after various check we have discussed, right? Okay. Completion of file download. Okay. Here what happened? These all things we have faced in our project. Okay. And that is why from all those experiences I have jotted down all these points. Completion of file download. Okay. Many times what will happen? Let's discuss about the very common scenario which we all have experienced in our daily life. You are downloading some file from net. Okay, many times when you will download it, you will go to the download folder, and when you will try to open it, it will not open. Why?
Maybe it will not complete. It may not be complete. Sometimes file not support.
Because still it is getting downloaded. It will show you that file is there, but actually still it is getting downloaded. At the same time you're trying to open it, it will never open. Have you guys experienced that?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Right? So that is why not completely download, correct, Kanish? So that is why many times what happen, if you have received file from the source, you will check that, okay, I have received the file here. Suppose from Chennai, I received the file here. I run the job and to try to load the data, but data is not loaded. Why? Because file has just landed here. It is still getting downloaded. The file, this file is of huge volume. 10 million records are there. So that is why I taught you in the previous class that suppose if in Delhi manager is telling you that, okay, Tanvir, I will send you data. Delhi manager is telling you, Tanvir, I will send you data by 11 p.m. Okay, IST I'm considering, or any other time zone. So you should not run your job immediately at 11 p.m. You should give a buffer of 30 minutes, run the job at 11:30 p.m. I think many of you have attended this this meeting in your project where the development team or your technical lead will be discussing about the job scheduling. This is not a job scheduling part. Then when to schedule the job to run. Because on a daily basis, yeah, if you're receiving file at 11 p.m., you're not going to stay in the office at 11 p.m. and you will run the job manually. Everything you want to be automated. And that is why DevOps, suddenly DevOps for the last 7-8 years, it came into picture that on a single click, you want to do everything. Okay. So when you're receiving the file at 11 p.m., you should not load it immediately at 11 p.m. Give it a buffer of 30 minutes at least, and then start loading at 11:30. Is this clear point?
Yes,
If it is not clear, tell me clearly. I will repeat this because I know these all things are new for you.
No, it's clear.
Yeah. See, guys, the problem is these all things are very common for me. Okay, but throughout my career, I have worked on this only. So anyone, if you will work throughout the career on the same thing, it will become simple for you. Because I know many of you from finance world. If you will talk those finance things, it will become difficult for me. Similarly, if I'm talking all those things, it is simple for me. So I'm understanding it is simple, but maybe it will be difficult for you. So stop me if you think if it is not clear. Okay, if it is not making sense, if you're not realizing it. Okay. So when you're getting the file, suppose at 11 p.m., don't immediately run the job. Run it, give some time frame, at least 30 minutes, then only you should run the job. Hope it is clear. So that is what this is known as completion of file download. You should run the job only once the file has downloaded completely. And these all points are very common points. Those who are working in the ETL project, you can correlate. I think Kashif is working and someone else, 2-3 guys are working. You can correlate. You might have seen all those things. So don't only think from interview perspective. I'll give you one example of what happened. One of my student, okay, I will not tell his name. Something happened. He has done something and all those things. Okay, I guided him that, okay, they give this answer, and he has never worked in ETL. Okay, he got a job in some good company, and then he was working there, and then he got stuck in these points because all this discussion was happening in the project. And then he called me that, Tanvir, I have got an entry, but they are talking about all these terms. I've never heard of these terms. So see, getting a job is not the only thing, but after that you have to survive as well. And if you're not participating actively in the meeting, so that will make a sense that, okay, this guy doesn't know all these things. And if you will participate only when you know all these things, right? So don't only think from interview perspective. You should also think that, okay, if you're working in project, how you should contribute, and you will contribute only when you know all these small things. Okay. Now, today I will concentrate on this full load, truncate load, incremental load. Although in the previous class I have started this, but today this is the main topic of discussion today. And I will request everyone that before coming to the next class on next Saturday, please revise the recordings of yesterday and today. The next class I will show you how to load the data. And these all challenges what I have discussed yesterday and today I'll be discussing. I will show you all those things. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, tell me. Any question, anyone?
No, sorry, it was mute. Only you got Tanvir only. Okay, I said okay.
Oh, okay, sorry, no problem. Okay, now listen. This is the file from Chennai location. Okay, and listen very carefully. This is something technical I am telling, and we will see this hands-on in the next class. And very common thing, very common interview question as well. Suppose 11th October, we started our business and the sales was 400, profit is 50, tax is 5, loss is 10. And there are few more examples. Should I add that? Okay, let me add currency as well, because Naveen has asked yesterday. Okay, before currency, I have to tell you one thing. Okay, park it for some time. Before that, I will tell you one thing. Generally, you have three kinds of currencies. Base currency.
Tanvir, one question.
Yes.
Instead
yes,
of mentioning loss, we can mention damage something. If same table profit and loss, it's not possible, right?
Sorry, can you repeat? Saving table?
Same table profit and loss both are not possible, right? We can
You are
mention
correct.
as damage
Yeah.
or
Yeah, you are correct. It doesn't make sense. Let me delete this loss. Okay. Actually, you know why I have mentioned this? Like what happened in real world, like you have done some profit in particular department. In particular
Yes.
department, you have some loss, and then finally you will calculate the net profit or net loss or assets or liabilities, right? So from that
Okay.
context, I have mentioned. But let me delete. You are correct. It will create some confusion. Okay. Hope it is clear. Fine. Sales, profit, and tax, whatever we have it. Okay. So then you have transaction. Okay. Generally, these three currencies are very famous in any finance project. Okay. What is base currency? Anyone who knows it?
I think
The currency the
base
company
pay-
follows.
No. You all know the answer. Just think. In which currency most of the international transaction happen?
USD.
US dollars.
US dollar.
No.
So USD is considered as a base currency. I will give you the example for all these things. Okay. What is the meaning of functional currency? Any thought, any guesses?
The currency with
Suppose-
which transactions are taking place.
No.
Like the currency which working in which used in a particular organization, that is a functional currency.
Kind of
Almost.
the domestic currency.
Regional wise currency.
Domestic
Regional.
currency.
Right.
For
domestic.
my training program, my functional currency is INR because I am operating from India. If someone else who is taking this ETL classes, suppose from some other country, UK or any other country, their country currency will become the functional currency. Clear? Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
No. Now, what is transactional currency?
The payment mode, like if
The
someone
currency in
used
which you
while-
are doing the transactions, right? In my
Yeah.
batch, there are few guys who are from UK. They are paying in pound. So pound will be my transactional currency. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, for this currency conversion, you have a concept of FX rate. You all know this, right? And then you have a spot rate and all those things. Okay. I will cover this and I will teach you dimension and fact tables. But is this clear, guys? Correct?
Yes.
11th October, this transaction has happened in India in INR.
So can I say that, Tanvir, that functional currency is the currency of origination, like where the
Origin,
service
yeah,
is being
yeah.
originated, And
Correct,
transaction is like
correct.
where the service is getting delivered. Who is the beneficiary of the current of the
Correct.
transaction?
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Correct. In which currency you have done the transaction. And ultimately everything you will convert in US dollar. That is known as base currency. Clear?
Yes, Tanvir, thank you.
Tanvir,
Correct.
like, can you
If
explain in the functional currency alone? Like,
functional currency means the currency where you have started your business, where you have the origin of the business. My training institute, it is in India. So my functional currency is INR.
okay.
Someone has started their training institute in China. So to the currency of China. Okay, CNY.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Transaction currency means the currency in which you are doing transaction. In my batch, someone is paying from US, some Canada, Australia. So it is their currency in which they are doing the transaction. Okay, that is known as transactional currency. But all these currencies will finally merge into US dollar. And that is why you will see the companies when they are publishing their quarter reports, quarter results, they'll publish in this much US dollar, this million US dollar, right? You all have heard about that. You all know this, right? I don't think I have to discuss all this stuff, right?
Yes, Tanvir.
So 11th October, this is the number. Okay. Now, when I receive this file on 11th October, what I will do? Suppose I have a staging table. Generally, in any ETL project, in a typical ETL project, do you have 3 layers? A staging, integration, and access. Now listen very carefully. A staging layer, integration layer, and access layer. These are the 3 layers. Layers in ETL. Okay. These are the 3 common layers in ETL project. In few projects, you will see that only a staging and access layer is there. I will discuss this, that why they keep only a staging and access, but most of the project, you will be having these 3 layers: a staging, integration, and access layer. Is this clear? So how many layers we have in ETL project?
3 layers.
Staging layer, integration layer, access layer. In very few projects, you will see you'll be having a staging and access. I will answer that in which projects they will keep only a staging and access. So ignore it for the timing, please. I'm removing it. Okay. Now you might be thinking that why staging, why integration, and why access? Any thought, anyone?
Staging is the part where we first deposit the incoming data, where all the temporary or the per day or per week data gets staged over there until the next load.
Okay.
And
Thanks.
integration is a
Staging.
part.
Yeah.
Integration is a part. I think I'm not sure about it.
If I remember correctly, Tanvir, yesterday you said that staging area is the storeroom, integration
Very
area is the
good.
kitchen area, and
Very
access
good.
area is the dining table.
Perfect. This is what I was looking, sir. Perfect example. A staging is your storeroom, correct? Integration is your kitchen. Access is your dining table. Perfect example. Now I will tell you why.
No, what does actually mean by access?
I will tell you. I will tell you all these things. Now forget about ETL and the data and all those things. Okay. Now do some shopping. I went for shopping. Okay. Sunday today, I went for shopping. I've done some shopping. I bought, suppose, some books, and then I bought some books. Okay, some pen. I bought some shoes, some clothes, some spices, vegetables, Maggie, and all those things. Okay, suppose some potato. Okay, I bought some chicken. All those things I bought. Okay, I've done this shopping. Once I will reach home, I'm not talking anything technical, guys. Just from your daily experience, tell me. Once I will reach home, what I will do with all these things? What I will do? I
Store
will
them in
keep
the
it
shelves.
somewhere. I will keep it somewhere. I will dump it somewhere for the some time, right? So I will dump it where? In the storeroom. Correct?
Yeah.
So that is why, so all these things I will dump in the storeroom. So that is why when you are getting data from the source, first of all, you are dumping it somewhere. And that is known as a staging layer. And that is why staging layer is also known as landing layer or dumping layer. Because right now you have received data from multiple sources. So you will dump it somewhere. I'm dumping these things in a storeroom. In ETL project, I will dump all these things in the staging layer. Any question?
Clear.
You
So,
challenge it. You should, yeah, tell me.
So in the staging layer, right? In which use case they actually decide to keep data till this? So this time, this time period till until what period they usually keep the data in staging layer?
Now I have dumped the data in a staging layer. Then there are multiple scenarios that, okay, delete the data from staging or keep it in staging. Those are the different scenarios. I will discuss after this. Okay. But did you understood that why I'm dumping in staging? Why it is required? Is that clear?
Yes,
Yes,
that is
Tanvi.
clear.
Anyone who wants to challenge that, no, Tanvir, why you're keeping in staging here? Directly keep in kitchen and start cooking food. Anyone has this thought, then please tell me, then I will answer. We should challenge all these things.
I don't have a thought, but would be beneficial if you could just clear that.
Good. See, suppose I bought these items. Okay. I'm feeling very hungry. I thought, okay, let's cook the chicken. Okay. What I will do first? I have bought the chicken. I will directly put it in some container, utensil, and I will put some spices and I will start cooking. Or before that, what I will do, guys?
Clean it, maybe.
Clean. Who told this? I think Ismail.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or Manish. Okay, anyone. You will clean it or not? Tell me.
But Tanvi,
Yes.
cleaning doesn't happen in staging, right?
Leave that. You come to the chicken part, okay? You will clean it or not?
Yes, first we'll clean
Yes.
that
You will
chicken.
clean the potato or not? You will peel over that rough part and all those things, the waste material. You will do it or not? Tell me.
Yes,
Forget
we'll
about
do
this
it.
ETL, the data, everything. You will clean the potato, you will clean the chicken, you will clean the tomato and all those things, right?
Yes.
And then only you will take some utensil and then you will put some oil and then all those things you will do. So you are cleaning your chicken, potato, tomato, vegetable or not? Yes or no? You all are doing that. Especially after Corona, we all are doing this, right?
Yes.
But Tanvir, but again, I have the same question. Hello? Is anyone able to hear me?
Yeah, I guess
Seems to be on your
we
right.
lost the connection, I guess.
Okay.
He's connecting again.
Okay, yeah, I started it. Okay, so I think recording is started. Fine. I will trying to share the screen as well. Just give me some time. Okay. Meanwhile, just listen what I'm telling. So we were talking that why we need a staging layer, right? Clear?
Yes,
And
Tanvir.
I wanted to ask you a question, Tanvir, if you don't mind.
yeah, tell me.
Initially in the first class, when we started discussing about ETL projects, you told us like there are 3 layers, extraction, transformation, and loading. So is it like the same thing?
No. Sorry. See, extraction, transformation, loading are the 3 processes. Okay. And this 3 process happens in these 3 layers. Staging, all the extraction part will happen.
Right.
In the integration, all the transformation will happen. And in the access layer, the final loading will happen. Okay.
So is it similar?
Almost means these 3 processes are happening at these 3 layers. Extraction, all the task of extraction we will do in a staging layer. All the transformation, the formula, the transformation logic, the calculations will happen at the integration layer. And the final loading part will happen at the access layer. Is that clear?
So can we also say staging is somehow extraction?
No, you can tell that in staging we are doing the extraction. In
Okay, so staging
integration,
is
we are
the
doing
process through which we
transformation.
do the. So staging is the process through which we
staging-
do the extraction.
No, staging is the area. Okay, it's one of the area of a database where all the extraction part will happen. Okay. In the next class, I will show you that staging tables, the integration tables, and that access layer tables. We have separate tables for all these layers. Okay.
Tanvi, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
The doubt is that the staging layer is that place where we usually dump the data, right? That basically that we
Correct.
dump the raw format data.
Right.
Okay, and then we
Do one thing. Let me complete first, okay? Because I know all these questions with you. Let me first complete what I'm telling, and then you can ask question. Because maybe what you're asking, it will automatically get clarified, okay?
Okay.
Otherwise, we will be roaming around the questions only. So I was giving you. Tell me.
Sorry to interrupt you, Tanveer. And also, like the same way you just explained staging and extraction, can you also explain integration and access in the context of transformation and loading?
Yeah, that's a part. That is the main heart of this course, the discussion of transformation, access, integration, and all those things. And like all these things are interlinked. But that is why sometimes I have to jump from staging, sometime from integration, sometime to the reporting team. Okay, but slowly you will understand all those things. Don't worry. Okay.
Sure.
So I was giving you the example of that chicken. Okay, the tomato, potato, vegetables, what you bought. Once you have bought from the store, the next thing is you will clean it. Correct?
Right.
You will clean it, no? You will clean it. You will wash it. You will remove all the waste material. You will peel over all the waste material and all those things you will do. Similarly, okay, so these all things where you will do. You will keep a separate tub or separate utensil you have. There you will keep the chicken and then you will wash it and you will do all those things, right? Once it is washed, then you will take that tomato, potato, or whatever vegetables you have. You will keep that in a separate utensil. And in that you will add spices, masala, and that oil, and then you will start cooking. Right? This activity will perform, right, guys?
Right.
Yes.
So the utensil or that what I can say, that a tub or jar or whatever you have taken to wash your tomato, potato, and all those things, that is known as a staging. Because once you have received the data from source, you don't know whether it has null, it has junk value, it has duplicate value, it has the value which is coming from some confidential area, some restricted area, and all those things. So you will first of all clean it, no? Or you will trust your source that, oh, this is a golden source, they have sent all the data correctly. No. Even if your shop owner or the salesman is telling that, no, this chicken is like boiled or grilled or whatever, it is clean, we have washed it from distilled water, we have added all these things, even then you will wash it, correct? Similarly, when you're receiving data from source team, First of all, what you will do, you will clean it. You will remove the duplicates, and that is why in the interviews they are asking, write a SQL query to delete duplicates or remove duplicates or to identify duplicates. This is the reason. Okay. Then you will write a query to find the null part, that how many null records you have and all those things. So that is why we need a staging layer, because we have to perform this task. Is this clear?
And this is performed by who?
Sorry?
And like, who's the person who is performing this activity?
Data engineer.
Okay.
Just give me 5 more minutes. I'll be on call only. I'm trying to share my screen. So this will be performed by the data engineer, the data cleaning activity and all this stuff. Hope it is clear.
Tanvir.
The
Oh,
one
yes,
question, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Relating to my work experience, right? So we get like flat files from different locations, different sites, right? Suppliers. So you have like 300 plus suppliers, just an example, right? So
Good.
so are they actually, but I don't do this personally, so I don't know how the process works. But is there someone who actually does all that cleaning then, or is this all automated? Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
You today you check in your team, ask this question directly to your team lead, that who is doing data cleaning activity. I'm not telling that manually it might be happening. No, maybe they have automated this code, but this is damn sure 100% I give you guarantee they have coded this part, the data cleaning activity. And this is one of the main headache in any ETL project, which consumes more time to clean the data, to keep all the data in the same format and all those things.
Okay. So follow-up question, right? So yesterday you spoke about rollover. So is the rollover also part of the staging area, or is it like, for instance, right, if you don't get a flat file for a particular day, so is that happening over there, or is it a different layer that, or is it, I hope I'm relating this correctly, or maybe it's not relevant either.
No, that is fine. That is fine. First of all,
Again, lost your voice.
Yeah, he's not audible.
Yeah.
Oh God, ouch.
Rollover means you are loading the data of previous day today, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
No? Okay. Take it like this. I bought 2 kilo potatoes. Okay. 2 kg potato I bought yesterday. Yesterday I thought, okay, I cooked only 1 kg potato. I cleaned it, I washed it, and then I started cooking. Fine. Today I thought that, okay, today also I will cook the potato only. So yesterday potato what I bought, I kept that in the fridge, and today I am cooking it. Tell me one thing. Will I perform the same activity?
Again, lost him.
Let me know once my screen is visible. It is visible now?
No, Tanvir.
No,
No.
It is not visible.
It's not
Okay,
visible.
1 minute. Oh, Peter. I'm facing some problem with Zoom these days on my desktop only. I'm not sure whether the problem with the desktop or the problem with recording is in progress. Sharing a screen. Is my screen visible now?
Yes.
Yes.
it's very-
Yes.
Recording is in progress. Okay. Let me open that. SQL, I think I have not saved it, so all those things will be gone. Okay, I have that. I think it should be there. Oh yeah, it is there. Okay, fine. And okay, I have opened that Excel sheet. Okay, fine. So yeah, so rollover I was telling. So same activity you will perform again, the cleaning and all those things, right? So in rollover, what you are doing, the yesterday data, again, you will load it in the staging only, right? So again, everything, because the file you have kept the file yesterday, what you have received. Now, same file, suppose this file I'm telling you, 1 minute. This file, suppose I received yesterday. Now again, same file I will load for today. I will just change the date here from 11th to 12th, right? But all the entire activity will be same. Got it?
So,
Yes.
so if I'm not wrong, Tanvi, you mean to say like whenever we are loading the data, right, or whenever we are getting the data from a source, right? So whenever we go through the 3 layers, like that, just a second. Okay, what I mean to say is like whenever, like as you just said, like even if we try and do the rollover, right? Then we are just doing nothing. We are just repeating all 3 layers of ETL: staging, integration, and access.
No. 1 minute, guys. First of all, let me complete. We're mixing all the things. Okay. Let me complete one thing: a staging, integration, and access. Okay. A staging, integration, and access. A staging means what all data you have received from source. You will dump it here. I think this is the file I have used. 1 minute. Where is ETL? I have not saved it, but yeah. So staging you have, then you have integration, then you have access. Staging is also known as dumping area. Why? Because in this, what all data we have received from source, we will store in staging. Is this clear?
Right.
For staging, you have a separate table. Suppose this table name is stage underscore Chennai. So it means I have created a table stage underscore Chennai. In this, I have this columns, transaction rate, sales, profit, tax, loss, everything. Okay. So now when I will load this data, this will be loaded in this staging area. Is this clear? This is your staging table. Not clear. Clear or not, guys?
So correct me if I'm wrong. Staging is nothing but just the storage, right?
Storage, that's all. Nothing you are doing.
So like
whatever
you bring the
receive from the
potatoes and you
source,
keep it in your fridge. That's refrigerator.
that is your staging area.
That is where
That is
staging
your
happens,
staging.
right? Okay.
Right. Clear?
Yes, Tanvi, thank you.
Is this clear to everyone? No, not clear. Okay. I think it is not clear. Then let me do one thing. Let me open my Oracle Live SQL and give you that example. It will be more clear then. Hope my screen is visible, no? Don't worry. I know like these all things
Yes,
are
sir.
new for
Your
you.
screen is visible.
And that is why we are struggling a little bit. Don't worry. It will be easy. One minute. So suppose I have created this table, create table, stage underscore Chennai. Okay. And in this, I have a column transaction rate, zero transaction. And then what all I have? Sales, profit, tax, loss. Sales, profit, tax, loss. Okay. This table I have created. Now in this table, I have received this data from source. So what I will do, I will load this data, no? Correct?
Yes.
So I am inserting this data into this table. Insert into a stage underscore Chennai values underscore date. I think it is
29.
11th October 2022. DD Y. Sales is how much? 400. Profit is how much? 50. And then 5 and 10. 5 and 10. Okay, data is inserted.
Yes. Staging Chennai.
Any questions so far? Any
Nothing.
questions so
No.
far? No.
Nothing.
Clear? When you will
Yes.
receive data from a source, first of all, what you will do after receiving the data, you will load here. Hope it is clear to everyone. Okay. This table is known as a staging table, and generally it will be like this: STG underscore some name of the source or whatever you have. But STG will be there most of the time. It is there. So this is a staging table. What all data I have received from source I dumped here. Clear? Okay. Now what happened? Instead of this, what happened? By mistake, the source has sent me duplicate record by mistake. Okay. So what will happen? I told you staging is the dumping area. I'm not applying any transformation, nothing I'm doing. So I will load this duplicate data. So now in this
Yes.
stage table, do you have duplicate or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we have.
Correct. Now
Right,
tell
right.
me, on top of it, if you will apply that the logics and all those things. So if you're applying all the logics on top of this data, that will be a correct number or incorrect number?
No, that would be
Incorrect.
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 Incorrect number.
Incorrect number. So first
Right.
of all, what you will do in staging? You will clean it or not?
Yes.
We'll clean it.
Right.
We'll clean it.
Yes.
You will clean it. You will remove one data.
Yes.
Right.
Correct. So that is why now you will write a query that delete from this table stage underscore Chennai. Okay, and you will remove some record from this. Correct. I am not going to write that query. You have to use row number. Again, you will get confused in all those things. Clear?
Yes.
So
Yes,
that
clear.
is why we need a staging. In a staging, I will just remove the duplicates. I will delete the duplicate. Is this clear or not? No.
Yeah, yes, Tanvir, it is clear.
Like
Okay.
if you'll try and delete the like data right now, like both of them will get deleted now because they both are
No,
same.
both. Great. I will write a query which will delete only one record. The other one I have to retain.
Okay. Okay.
Correct?
Right.
Not clear.
On the
Ah.
just had a doubt on the
Mhm, yeah, tell me.
functional part, right? Usually, we don't delete the or make any changes directly to the staging table, right? We usually run that query and pull it
Leave
to
that.
another.
No. I don't want to go in that discussion. Again, we will deviate. Kashif, but you are correct. Leave that discussion now.
Okay.
We will
Okay.
again deviate from that. Okay.
Okay.
Is this clear so far?
Yes.
Any question, any doubt? No? Okay. Now, suppose on a particular day, again, what happened? The source has sent this data. This is one example I have shown you. Now let me delete this table. The entire table I'm deleting. Okay. What happened here? 2 rows deleted. I don't have any data in this table. Okay. Now, what happened? Next day, what happened? Or suppose on 11th only, I'm talking about a new scenario. They forgot to enter the value of profit. Okay. So it means now profit is missing 50 rupees. Let me delete it and keep it here null. So now I will insert this data. Now in the staging Chennai, you have this data. Profit is not there. Will you load it finally in the target table? You will
No.
show in
No.
this on the report.
No,
No.
Tanvir.
So
No.
what you will do now? Tell me what you will do now.
You do
You again have
NVL.
to work on it.
We'll contact the source.
You will contact the source, right? So again, you are working on the data, no? You are cleaning the data, right? You are checking the data is correct or not. So that is why you need a staging Chennai. Like similarly, I told you, you bought chicken from the market, you will keep it in a tub. You will wash, first of all, you will wash it. Sometime you buy apple and sometime you will see that, oh, apple is rotten or something problem is there. You will check it, correct?
Okay. You mean to say all testing will done at staging level, right?
No, I'm not telling this.
Okay.
The stage testing will be done in all the layers. But I am telling in staging, the cleaning part I am doing. Okay, the cleaning part is happening in the staging. I
Okay.
check that profit is not there. You see, I'm not checking any formula. Have I checked any formula so far? Any transformation logic so far? Any business formula? No,
No.
nothing I'm checking. I'm not cooking a chicken now. I'm just cleaning the chicken, right? And for that, I need a tub, separate tub. So this staging is that tub in which I will do all this cleaning activities. If duplicate is there, remove the duplicates. If some value is missing, connect with the source team, ask them to send the value. Not clear.
So,
Just one
basically, it is
request.
just dumping and cleaning.
Dumping and cleaning, very good. I'm not sure who has told, but very good. Better than me, you have explained. Dumping and cleaning activity we do in the staging layer. Perfect. Clear?
One more request, Tanvir.
Yeah.
PPT which you were showing earlier, wherein we had those like 13, 15 points. Can you show like where the staging happens?
In that PPT. So in this
Right.
PPT, this 14, 15 points, what I mentioned, no, all these things happen in a staging only. These all things you are doing during the extraction. Right now, you have received the file. You are just checking the file format is correct or not. Number of source files are correct or not. The file what source has in header and trailers is there or not. You are doing everything in extraction only. Right now, we are in extraction only. I have not moved to
In
transformation. I have
staging
not
or
moved to
extraction?
staging. Before
Okay.
staging, you are doing. You are just. You see, it is like you are in that market. In the market before buying, you will check the quality of apple is good or not, whether it
Right.
is rotten or not, right? So that is what I'm doing here. After that, you will buy and you will bring that to your home. Then you will wash it, you will clean it. That is like you checked here, then you loaded data in the staging, and then in the staging, now you are checking that do you have duplicate, whether any value is missing, whether null is there. Got it?
Yes, Tanvir.
Is it clear now, everyone? Or do you have any question? Please ask if you have.
Clear.
This is very interesting topic.
Tanvir, like,
And
like I had the same question which I had, like,
tell me.
all these things will not happen on a single table, right?
Now again, that is a different topic of discussion. If you have multiple sources, you will be having multiple staging table. Like here for Chennai, I have this table. Then if I'm getting data for Delhi, I will create a separate table for Delhi. I will create this table for Delhi. So now this is the Delhi table. If I will receive data from the Delhi file, I will load in this separate table. Clear?
Yeah, this is clear. But when we do the transformation, right, that will
No, I'm not
be
in transformation now. I'm not in transformation now. I'm still in staging only.
Oh, okay. This is clear.
Clear? Any other question, anyone?
Maybe a follow-up question, but what if you don't do the cleaning in the staging area and you just bypass it to the other layer, right? I don't recall what layer was that, but
Integration.
can that happen? Integration, yeah. So okay, so for instance, if you bypass this, right? So in integration layer, can you clean that data or
Good question. Good question. Very good question. That Tanvir, I don't want to do this cleaning in the staging directly. I want to do in integration layer, right? Actually, what happens? No, in integration layer, you are applying your business logics, your formula, or what all business transformation logic you have. Everything you are applying in integration. So that is why to keep the thing simple and straightforward. In integration, we want the correct data, so that this will apply the formula we will apply here. Because if the data is not correct, suppose I will give you one example. Take this example. On 12th, very good question. On 12th of October, I received that sales amount as null. Okay. And profit is suppose 100 and tax is this and all these things. Okay. I got this value. Now let me show this to you. On 12th, I have sales null, profit is this, tax is this, loss is this. Okay. Now you are some bag noise is there. Okay. Now suppose for this staging Chennai, I have a table in the integration layer. Let me create that table as well. This is the integration, INT I'm writing, integration layer of Chennai. Okay. So Anita is telling that, Tanvir, I don't want the staging, directly keep integration layer. I told, okay, fine, no problem. In the integration, I am loading this data directly. Okay. Data is loaded for, no, this is integration. Okay, integration Chennai. 1 minute. In integration, I have loaded this, right? Now, suppose your business has some formula, okay, and that formula is like you have to do this sales into profit divided by tax. Suppose this is the formula. Your business stakeholders told you that derive this formula. Is this clear? Now, to derive this formula, what I will do, I will write like this: select all this transaction date, sales, profit, tax, loss, comma, this calculation. Okay. From this table INT underscore Chennai. Okay. I done this calculation. Tell me, is this the correct number?
No.
Now, Anita, if you don't have a staging layer, you told that I want to dump this data directly in integration layer. I've dumped directly in integration layer. Now I derive this value and this is null. Now on report, you will show this as a null, correct?
Yep.
Now your
absolutely.
business stakeholders will tell you that, Anita, why this is null? You will do the analysis and you will tell that it is null because in sales it is null. Then your business stakeholders will tell you that why you have not checked with the source team, that why they have sent sales as a null, correct?
Yep.
So that is why before applying the formula, we want to dump all these numbers in the staging table. Now, suppose if you have inserted this in the staging layer here, right? So now here after dumping, you would have checked all these things, the data is correct or not, right? And here when you have executed this query, you have found that, oh, here for 12th October, the sales is null. Immediately you will drop an email to the source team that why you have sent null for the sales, send me correct data. Then they will send you correct data, suppose. After that, suppose they have to say send you correct data, and in the staging, the correct data now you inserted the sales number is suppose 500, correct? Now you are inserting it again. So now when you will check it, so now in a staging you have this correct number.
Yeah.
Everything is fine. Now you will apply this formula on top of it in the integration layer. So that is why before passing the data in integration layer, you have to confirm, you have to check that all the data in staging should be clean. Then only you will pass that in integration, because your main formula, logic, everything will apply in integration layer. If you're not cleaning it, you will apply this formula, but that will happen on incorrect number, null, zero, blank, negative, fraction. Got it? Is that clear?
Yeah. Please, one more question. I'm sorry, I don't have much experience on this. So
no, 1 minute, Anita, 1 minute. Sorry. Is this clear, first of all, that why staging is required? Is this clear to everyone that why we need the staging, not integration directly?
Yes,
Yes.
Tanvir, and I just
Yes,
want to
Tanvir.
ask you a question related to this
Oh,
only.
Kushagra, 1 minute. Let Anita complete. Anita, yeah, your next question, please.
yeah, thanks. Yeah. So like when you said, right, if you have a null record, you are reaching out to your site and you are getting that
Source
information,
team.
right? Yeah.
Correct.
So this is a layman question, so my apologies. So if you have one which is null, right? Like for instance, sales is null, or like, you know, some number is null. So how are they sending the entire record, or how does that work? How does that process work? Like, or because you have thousands of transaction lines, right? So for instance, you have 50 lines which have null records. So they are only going to be set to 50 records, and in the staging area, right? Those existing 15 will be deleted and you're overwriting that, or?
No. If I have received this null in the cells,
Yeah,
cells, okay, from source. So first of all, everything will be automated. Okay. I will write this script, automated script. It will catch it automatically that, okay, in this particular record, there is a
Yeah.
null. If
Yep.
this cells is a mandatory column,
Yeah.
okay, and if they have sent a null, my system will catch it. And then we will ask source team to again send the data. So when they will send the data again, what
Yeah.
I have to do, first of all, I will delete all the records of the 12th October.
Okay. Okay. You have to delete those. Yeah. Overwrite. Okay. Got it.
I will delete this data.
Yeah. So it's going back to your SQL stuff, right? You're deleting that and you're appending those records.
Correct. Now you said
Okay.
12th October data is deleted.
Yeah.
Correct. Now
Mhm.
suppose they have sent me the correct data, this one. So again, I will insert this data. Now
Mhm.
verify the data. Now I will check that, okay, 12th October data is correct. Sales number is correct. Profit is there. Tax is there. Loss is there. Everything is fine.
Yeah.
Now the same data I will load from staging to integration layer. And then I will apply this formula on it. Is this clear?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. Got it.
No problem. Any question, anyone? Any other question, guys? Kushagra, you were asking something.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a silly question or not, but I just wanted to ask you one thing. Like, let's suppose if like the scenario is like we bypassed staging and directly we jumped onto integration, but technically it's not possible because ETL tester is also there to validate, right?
We bypass staging and jump into integration layer. No, you should not do that. That is what I'm telling. Staging is very important.
No, but
You have
I'm
to-
asking, let's suppose the data engineer like forgot. Okay, he said like we'll bypass
Yeah,
and
tester
send
will
it
catch
to
it.
tester will be the one who will be responsible to catch that, right?
Tester will catch it. He will tell that where is the data in staging, how
So
directly you
technically
have
it's
loaded
not
in the
possible.
integration layer. Not possible.
Right.
Technically, it is possible. Technically, it is possible. Okay, you can load data in anywhere, but your
Right.
tester will catch. No, he will tell that how directly you loaded data in integration layer. Where is the staging layer data? He will raise a
Right,
defect.
right. Because you said testing happens on each and every stage.
Each and every stage. That is the
Right.
responsibility of ETL tester, and that is why the ETL tester, the skill set are totally different from all other testing profile.
Okay.
Because he has not to be only smart from technical aspect, but he should know each and every part of ETL. And that is why for ETL testers in interview, first of all, they will ask you a question from ETL architecture, that do you know all these things or not? Because you know SQL, but you don't know what to test, then what you will test. And now you might be experiencing that how many things are there, how many turning points are there, right? How many soft corners are there, which you have to test here.
Right. He has to take care of each and every checkpoint, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other question?
But nowadays, like this also has been taken care by data engineers, right? They are supposed to also test the pipeline which they built.
That is unit testing.
Okay.
That is unit testing. They will test at a very high level, but
Yes.
ETL tester had to test each and everything. And ETL testers, they should not trust that, okay, data engineer has tested, it is fine, leave it. No, you have to test from your own angle, from your own understanding.
Okay. Apart from our testing, they will also do.
Yeah, they have to do all this testing. Is that clear?
Yes, Sanjay, it is clear.
Okay, I will take a pause for 2 minutes here, okay? Because I'm a bit confused whether this session is going very complicated because many of you are totally new, whether I am discussing some bouncing concepts here. So any feedback, quick feedback, anyone? Because I need to modify my session. If it is going very high level, confusing, then I will try to simplify it further. Anyone who wants to share the thought?
Again,
I think
No, Kashif, you know ETL, so you don't share. I know you know ETL. Anyone who is new to ETL, anyone who wants to share?
I wanted to say something, Tanvi.
Hmm.
It's not like you're not covering the high level part and the granular level part. You're trying to cover each and everything, and it's a very good thing. Okay, this session is amazing. But the
Okay,
only
we
thing is, I
understand.
guess, the sequence, I guess, because we are completely, I guess I am completely new to this ETL. So I guess I think like in SQL we follow a sequence, right? That
Okay.
we'll cover joins, we'll cover CTE. So in this way, if we could just, like go step by step, I guess, I don't know
Agree,
even
agree.
if we are going step by step or I'm getting confused, but that is
Okay.
what I think like should happen.
Okay, no problem. Okay, I will think over that. Anita, I want to understand your opinion. You are, I think you have started working on ETL project. How you're
Actually,
feeling so far?
yeah, actually for me, it's the perfect flow because I'm not part of ETL team or something, right? Because I'm part of the analytics team. And then I have worked with the data engineers and data architects, right? So I didn't know all this terminology, which I'm actually learning now. So it's working well for me. I'm not, I mean, I'm sorry, it's like, this is middle of the night for me. So I hope I'm saying this correctly. Yeah, but yeah, everything is working, it's perfect flow for me. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I can relate to my work experience. Let's say that. Yeah.
That is more important. If you can relate,
Yeah.
that is perfect.
Yeah.
But guys,
That's why
see,
I'm
if
for you, right? So I mean, because I have incurred like such scenarios in the past, right, where the flat files are missing and we are getting data from these different sources, and how do you consolidate everything, right? So that's how I can relate to it. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
But
Tanvi,
down the
like,
line, yeah, Kashif.
yeah, from my side, for me, even though that I know ETL and I'm working on ETL projects, for me it is kind of a validation part. So what I am actually missing is that initially, even today, yesterday we didn't discuss that we will cover these topics. And today, you initially itself you declare that you will cover this, but at the end, to explain one topic itself, it actually takes time. So we are not able to cover things. That is what I'm actually worried.
Yeah, I agree because the discussion of the topics, because everything is in the loop. If you're asking one thing, again you are jumping to some other. We are jumping to some other. That is why it is happening. But that
The
is the
jump
flow
part is
of
alone
this
happening.
topic. That is because this course is like that only. I cannot do the segregation. Okay, but I'm trying my level best to stick to a particular topic. But see, if I'm teaching you staging, or automatically, like you asked the question that Anita asked, that Tanvir, I will do an integration directly dumping the data, right, Anita? So in that case, I have to answer that yes, in integration, if you will do, what will happen? So I have to jump there, right? But yes, I'm trying to restrict myself. But okay, fine. Let's see. Okay, so this was staging. In a staging, it is like you have the data you are getting from source, you have to clean it, and once the data is cleaned, you have good quality of data, then you will move that to the integration layer. Because in the integration layer, all those transformations, everything will happen. Now, any question?
No.
No.
Like I have a very layman question. I mean,
Mm.
not sure that this is something that, but once the data is loaded into integration, right? That is where we actually pull the data and apply those transformations, and at the end we usually give the data on the final destination table, right? So we
Leave that
usually
final. Leave that final. Leave it. And again, we will deviate. We'll go to the access layer. Then
yeah.
leave
But my
that
question is
part.
that we pull the data from there only, right? From that
There
integration
only.
layer.
Yeah. From integration, we'll put to the access layer. You're
Then
correct.
okay. Then fine.
Okay. So I thought of covering today this full load, truncate, and incremental load, but we went somewhere else. But it is fine. I know we all are new to the system. That is why it is happening. Okay. Fine then. So I was telling that you have this data 11th October 400, and suppose if the profit, I think I have mentioned here. Let me delete this again from staging Chennai. Okay, do you have any data in this? No data form. So what I was telling, 11th of October, I have received this data. 400, sorry, profit, how profit can be 500. 450, 510, 450, 510, this data. I loaded this, I got this data in a stage, okay? 12th October, what happened? 12th October, again 12th October, what happened? The source team has sent me this data. Suppose the profit sales is 500, profit is 60, tax I paid 5 rupees, and losses are suppose 6 rupees. Okay. So on 12th of October, they have sent me this data. So this is the data on 12th of October, and this was the data on 11th of October. Now 12th of October, I received this file. Now, if I will load this file, any idea what will happen?
We'll have a duplicate value, right, for the 11th October.
We will be having duplicate value 400, sorry, 560. $65, $665, and this is 6. Now check the data in a staging table. What is the problem with this data?
We have a duplicate
You have
record for the 11th October.
11th October record is duplicate. So now in this case, I will get back to the source team and I will tell him that on 11th October data, you have already sent the transaction. Then on 12th October, why you're sending the transaction of 11th October again? Correct? Okay. The source team will tell me that Tanveer, we are working in full load mode. We are working in full load data because this has been discussed in the FRD, functional requirement document. The data will be sent in full load. It is not my mistake. Please check the FRD. Okay. I checked in the FRD and it is clearly mentioned that Chennai team will send data in full load format. Now tell me, it is whose mistake? My mistake or the source team mistake? My mistake. Correct?
Right.
Now you might be thinking that Tanveer, why he's sending the data again? That is a different topic of discussion. I will not go into that now. It happens. The source team, they can send the data of previous day again. The different scenario. I will teach you after some time. But here I have trouble or not? I'm in problem here, right? This data is duplicate. Correct?
Yes.
Clear? So this is known as full load. Now what will happen on 13th of October? Tell me.
Three records will come in.
Very good. 13th of October, your Chennai manager, he will send you the data of 13th as well. And suppose this number is 600 and this is something 70 or blah, blah, blah. Now, if I will load this data again, now what will happen, guys?
Duplicate values for 11 and
400, 510 here, 560 is there. Let me delete all those things. It is creating confusion. $11, $12, $13 you have. This is 600, some dummy number. Now we'll load the entire data. Now check the data in a staging table. What is the problem now? 11th duplicate data, 12th duplicate data. Correct? So this is known as full load data. Is this clear? On 14th, what will happen?
again duplicate.
will-
Again, we'll
Total
receive
data.
duplicates.
11, 12, 13th they will send, and at the
14th.
same time they will send you the data of 14th as well.
14th.
Okay,
Yes.
got it?
Yeah, good.
Okay. Now here you cannot tell that this is the problem of the source team. They are sending the correct data because this has been discussed. They should send data in this format. They are sending in this format. Now this, if here you have duplicate data of 11th, 12th, it is the mistake of data engineer. Is this clear so far? Any question?
Yes, Tanvir, it is clear.
Yes.
Now how to solve this problem? Now how to solve this problem? To solve this problem, there is a concept of truncate and load. Truncate and load means, suppose, now come back to this example again. Truncate and load methodology tells, I'm deleting everything from this table. This methodology tells that when you have received the data of 11th October, no data is there. I received data of 11th October. I will load it. Check the data. It is loaded. Now, when I have received the data of 12th October, so now suppose on 12th October, I have received this record, right? Correct? Now, before loading this data, what I have to do? I have to truncate the table. Is this clear? When I will truncate this, when I will truncate it, all the data of previous day is deleted. Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Now you have to load this data, entire set of data. Now check, do you have duplicate?
No.
No. So this is truncate and load. Now on 13th of October, what you will do?
We'll truncate
13th
again.
of 13th of October, you have received this record. Before loading this record, what you will do, guys?
Again truncate the table and then load
First
the
of all, you will truncate the table. All the data will be deleted. And then you will load this data again. Then you will load this data. Now check the data in this table. Do you have duplicate now? No.
No.
So this load is known as full load data. If someone is asking what is full load data, so in full load data, we used to send the data of current date as well as all the previous day data. Why it happens, I will not answer it now. Next class we will discuss it. And now to cater this scenario, your data engineer has to follow truncate and load. Each and every day, first of all, it will truncate the data of previous day, then it will load the data of new day, current day data. Is this clear? Now, do you have any question?
Clear, Tanvir.
Now I will not answer any question which is out of the syllabus for today's. Okay, now you can ask if you have any question.
So Tanvir, whenever there is full load, at that time there will be, I mean, we'll be performing truncate and load, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Any other question? Is this clear to everyone?
Data engineer, right?
Sorry, Prita, what you're telling, data engineer?
These things will be taken care by data engineer, I think.
Correct.
They only to validate, right?
Correct. Data engineer has to code in such a way that when he will run the job will first of all truncate the table, then it will load.
And they
Okay.
will do it next process, right? They will follow something which every day. Really, they are not doing all these things, right?
Sorry, Prita, your voice is not clear. It is. Can you repeat once?
I am saying data engineer is not going to do it manually, right? They are following
No. Automation, everything is automated.
Yeah.
They will write
Yeah.
the script. Okay, and just you have to run the script on a daily basis. Even you don't have to run. You have a scheduler. I will teach you all the things.
Yeah,
Everything will
job
happen
scheduler.
automatically. Job scheduler,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
And what is the responsibility of a tester? Tester has to test this. That okay, the
Only
job
valid.
data is getting deleted or not.
Yeah.
Okay, clear? Any
Yeah.
other question?
Yeah. Thank you.
Sir, so this is happening in the staging area, right? All this stuff.
The staging area only. I'm in a staging area only. I'm not talking about integration here.
So
Okay.
you said
Tanvir,
truncate. Okay. A second once. Sorry, can you repeat that one more? Did I lose something?
No, Anita, yeah, please go ahead. What you're asking?
No, you said truncate and then what was
Load,
the
truncate
oh,
and load.
Okay, so it's deleting. So, oh, sorry.
Deleting the previous day data and then deleting all the previous day data and then load the data what you have received in the source file. Like today, if I have received data of 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 4th, 14th, so I will load this data now. But before that, you have to delete the data for all the previous day. That is truncate and load.
Okay. So you don't have any duplicate records, right? That's what you mean to say.
In this case, you will not be having any duplicate record.
Okay.
If your question is why we have this full load format, we will discuss down the line about that.
Got it.
Any other question?
Tanvir, we have archive staging like that because we are in staging discussing.
Can you repeat? We have marked
Archive, staging archive table.
That I will not discuss. No, sorry. Next class we will discuss it.
And also ELT also you're discussing, no?
ELT I will discuss. Yeah, I will tell you DLT as well. We have that in slide. We will discuss it. Any other question?
Tanvir, I have a doubt. Actually, who decides this? Such source should go into a full load.
Business stakeholder.
Just want to get cleared by one doubt. So in a database, we have n number of tables, right?
Right.
So we sell, obviously we using joins and all, everything we use all these things. We collaborate into one staging table, right?
Collaborate into one staging table. Okay, you complete your statement.
And from there we do all these things. Like, is it a full load or incremental load, or depending upon the internal business logic?
You see, when you have the requirement gathering call, the very first call which happens in any project, your business stakeholders will tell you that I have these 5 sources or 6 sources. Okay. Then you will connect and your all the sources will also be there in the call. Okay. And then your sources will tell you that in which format they will send you the data, whether it is full load, incremental, or whatever it may be. As a development team, you don't have any command over this. You cannot tell them that, no, don't send in full load, please sending in incremental load. No, it is the total authority of the source team. They can send in any format, their wish. Is this what you're asking?
No, my doubt is it's not necessary that sales is coming from the same like table of a particular database, right? Sales could be in a different table of a database.
One minute. Right now, I'm telling that this sales is coming from one source team, not from database. There is one source team in Chennai. He is sending me the sales number of Chennai only. That is present in an Excel file. I'm loading this in a database now. And this staging Chennai is a standalone table. It is not related to any other table. I'm not teaching joins and all those things now. When I will come to that integration and access layer, right? I think Ismail has asked this question. Then I will tell you that you have the concept of, then I will use joins, then you will use integrity consent and all those things. Here, this table is a standalone. This is not related to any other table. Assume it like this only. I got this Chennai manager has sent me data in this Excel file. I suppose I have only this table in my entire database. Forget about everything. I received that data, this data from the Chennai team. I loaded this data in this standalone table. That's all. When in the next class, I will tell you that I have Mumbai data and all those things. And then when I will go to integration, then I will go to access. Then I will tell you that how we merge the data, we use the join and all those things. leave it all those things for the time being.
Okay, okay, Tanvi, thank you.
Oh, no problem. Okay, any other question, anyone? No. Okay, I will stop here. Okay, and next class, then I will teach you what is incremental load. And now from next class, I will strictly follow this curriculum what I have, because I know we are getting deviated a little bit, and that is what is creating much more confusion. Okay, not an issue. Fine then,
let's
guys.
let's try to complete the today's agenda, like from next time, Tanvir.
Sure.
Like whatever you have agenda for the particular day, let's try to complete that.
Yeah, sure, of course. It is happening because we are deviating from the topic. That is why. But next time, like, I will try to follow strictly the agenda. Okay, what we have. Okay, because we have
Sure,
timelines
thank you.
as well. Right. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sir.
Okay,
Since you were
so
asking,
those who wants to drop, you can drop. I will not be teaching any new topic. If you have any question, you can stay on call. Yeah, tell me, Anita, you asked something.
no, actually, since you were asking my feedback earlier, right? I'm really
Yeah.
thoroughly enjoying this class. I'm learning so much from it. I can, like, I can relate it to my, what my work is. So yeah, thoroughly enjoying it. Yeah.
Okay, good. And I
But
appreciate
thank you
it.
so
It is it's late night, midnight for you, and you are attending this call. And that is
much.
really appreciable, and
Yeah.
I appreciate your interest in this course. Okay, thanks a lot,
Yeah.
Anita.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, you're making the course interesting. So yeah, nothing on my.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you. Any other question, anyone?
Hi, Tanvir.
Yeah, hi, Ganesh. Those who
Yeah,
wants to
so-
drop, you can drop, guys. If you have any
Yeah,
question, you can
so-
stay on call. Yeah, yeah, Ganesh.
So I would like to give away my small feedback for the same. So actually, whatever examples you are taking, that is very good, I would say. Suppose we are working, suppose we are having some new technologies. Sometimes we have some scenario where we don't have work in the last years. Right? So I would like to appreciate that example you told about counting of sources. So you have taken the like 5 cities, then you have told like 4 tables is came, 1 table is not, it would receive it. So how to tackle that? So that example I just would like to know. Like if you are taking in that way, that will make more related. We are just doing your session right away. You are just like you are just giving the brief about what is exactly the scene is there, what is the thing we have to do, what can be happen, what need to be we have to do. So that can make a very huge demand in related work. So I'm just enjoying and learning so far from your this course itself. It will be very beneficial, and in new sessions, like say in Saturday, Sunday, if we take example, suppose we have transformation topic. So instead of that, suppose you pass some examples or case study, that can also make a very best impact on this thing. Yeah, that will be fine.
Of course, Ganesh. Yeah, sure. I will try to implement that. And thanks for the suggestion. Yeah.
So hi, Tanvir.
Yeah, hi, Manish.
Yeah, so just wanted to share a quick feedback with you. Session is very much interactive. So like although ETL is for me is a new thing, although SQL was also for a new thing for me. But yeah, just wanted to add, like, is it possible for you to just make a flow chart just like you have made in SQL? Like earlier, first we cover a basic syntax, then we covered in and operators, then join functions, then on window function. So is it possible for you to just make a flow chart so that it will be easy for me or for others as well to understand the things? Just a request.
Sure, I will do that. It is in this PPT format, but fine. I will try to make that on that notepad if you want, and that will be clear. Net, what I understood today is like I have to strictly follow the flow. I know that I'm jumping. In order to answer all your queries, I'm jumping from here to there, and that is disturbing the flow. And this is very useful feedback you have given, and I am also observing it that is disturbing the flow. So next time I will be strict.
Follow the same in SQL batch.
Correct. I will do that here. Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you.
You
Makes
can
sense.
like, you can keep same like in SQL you have a notepad and you say, right, you show the notepad sometimes and you say refer, I'm going to cover here, right? So that it gives a reference over there. So in the notepad, it would be easy.
Correct. Okay, I will
I
make
think
that.
we have an Excel. Firdaus has sent us an Excel sheet in the starting. What will be
I
the
have that.
week's agenda?
Yeah, it is there. Fine, then I will try to follow it. I agree. It is very confusing sometime because these things are really this is complex, and also these are the agenda. But fine, I will follow it.
Yeah, sir. Actually, I will also like to add something for the feedback and all. So yeah, the like your the SQL and both these courses are really good. Like in one liner, if you ask me, like I would be willing to spend half of my day with you, learning and gaining knowledge. Okay, but yeah, like the SQL course is going with the correct flow. But here actually, frankly speaking, like I am completely new to this ETL. Okay. So actually I like found it like yesterday. I like felt it. The thing is, if you can give some topics to like self research versus also like for example, yesterday you taught us about that batch processing, and I think flash reports and all were there. Okay, in the discussion. But after just listening to the recording again and like referring the Excel, I am having little bit difficulty in those parts as well. Like so if you can just share some topics and all, I will just research myself in Google or YouTube. Then I will ask you questions on those if I have any doubts. So
Okay.
yeah.
Sure.
So
sure, Shujit. Yeah, makes sense.
Thanks. Yeah.
Okay. No problem. I got your point. That is really means some assignment kind of things. So that will be helpful. Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Like
Any other?
But here actually most of the things are conceptual. So if you can just give us few topics per week to self research on, so that will be a great.
Okay.
Before the classes actually. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Fine. Any other question anyone has? Any other thing you want to highlight? No. Okay. Fine, then I will try to implement all these points. I agree. These all are very valid points. For someone who is totally new, so it becomes like very confusing when you're jumping from here to there. So I will try to implement all these things. Okay, guys. So let's connect next class Saturday with some new set of topics. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot for your time. Take care. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tanvir.
Bye.
Bye.